Hi and welcome to Boss Woman Chat. Today we're going to be talking about being a black female in the UK and our experiences, whether good or bad. So I have with me today these three beautiful ladies. So we're just going to go around and introduce ourselves and tell us where you're from, your background. So
yeah, I'm Naomi and I am originally from America, but my parents are also from the Caribbean.
I'm Angie. I'm from Nigeria, but grew up and lived most of my life in the UK.
I'm Josephine. I'm originally Ghanaian, but I was born and raised in Italy.
I'm Zainab and I'm from Gambia and I was raised in England as well.
What culture and tradition from your backgrounds have you brought with you, or has your parents kind of taught you as you're growing up in England that you kind of like carry with you now?
Well, I was born Muslim, so that's carried in my family. Like all of my family is Muslim.
In Ghana, we're from the Ashanti region, but culturally, I think I haven't actually. I'm not very culturalistic. Like I'm just more open-minded. Yeah.
The backgrounds that I have taken from maybe my Caribbean side is the cooking wise or stuff like that, or like maybe Sunday, I'm family oriented, like I want to be around my family, so I've brought that culture with me as well, because obviously in the States as well, my family was very big, so I try to take that time out and check on my family.
Have you ever felt like you were being overlooked in a job application or process or promotion due to the color of your skin?
Yeah, I haven't had any bad experience in the UK. Most of them were like in Italy. That's what motivated me more even to move, not to continue my education or further up in Italy, because there it was more, you can feel the differences. So I was thinking I'm different because I want to be a doctor and I didn't want to continue there. And then later on, when it's time to get a job, my culture, my background would kind of limit me to do what I want to do. Yeah.
I was the last person to get a pay rise, and it just happened last week, and I've been working there I think since October, and I've worked with a group of people, the same colour as me, white, European and stuff like that, and I had to battle it out with my manager every single day. I didn't want to put race into it, but as soon as I did, I got the raise.
Have you ever been treated like a potential shoplifter?
Oh my god. Especially when it's just raining and you just have this video, it's about to take you out, you're just peeking like to see who's there. I'm like, oh gosh, don't do this again.
I mean, I've never had anybody come
that.
outright say to me, "Are you trying to steal?" But I have noticed in certain shops, like the people who kind of work the floor, as soon as you go in, they kind of linger around you. They'll come and make it seem like, "Oh, do you need any help?"
Yeah.
Then you say no, "Oh no, thank you, I'm good." And with everyone else, you'll see they kind of just leave them to it. But then with you, they'll kind of just stay on the next aisle and they'll be kind of like stretching their neck to kind of see what you're touching and stuff.
I think like when I go shopping, to be honest with everyone, like I'm just in my own world, so I am aware of my surroundings, but I don't think I've ever been in a situation where I feel like someone's shadowing me, because I know like I'm gonna buy the product anyway and stuff like that, so I'm not really bothered about people's negative outlook. They're just simple-minded, so I try to ignore those kind of energies.
Have you ever been refused entry or asked to leave a restaurant or a club?
No. Unless I needed to leave, because I'm above my limit, so it's like time for you to go, you need to go. But I've actually never
Have you been mistaken for a staff member in a restaurant or a shop?
Well, wearing a white shirt and black shirt. Black trousers, obviously. Yeah. Excuse me, can you help? I work here.
Do you?
I say to people all the time, but when I wear glasses, so sometimes I can't really see what's going on. Yeah. It's like, wear red and do just like, come on, like really don't work. I'm just like, oh sorry, like, yeah.
But that's kind of normal. Like I've done it to white people. Or, I just thinking like I just need the help. Just like when I'm in Aldi or Tesco, you're wearing a blue shirt or something. Before I see the Tesco, can you please help me? Like I don't work here. Like I'm so sorry.
Because there are some people who generally get offended if if you refer to them as like Ghanaian and then Nigerian, they'll be like,
Oh, yeah.
whoa.
But how do you
Like,
feel
they
about
get
that
angry.
question that people say to you, like where are you from, and you say I'm American, like no, but where are you from, and it's just
Oh, my
It's like, I am
Yeah.
American.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not. I didn't grow up there, so I'm not gonna associate myself with
Yeah.
growing up there.
Actually, I learned that thing coming to the UK because in Italy, they will never say you're Italian knowing that you're black.
Right.
So they'll literally ask you, okay, where do you come from, your background and everything. When you say you're Italian, they'll be like, okay, from where?
Yeah.
I had this experience. I went to Italy with my friend and we were coming back. I'm holding an Italian passport and this guy was like, oh, how come you speak Italian so frequently?
Wow.
And I'm like, you holding my passport and it says I was born in Italy, so why are you asking me that kind of question?
Yeah.
I was just a bit, you guys need to just come.
Exactly.
Do you feel you have to work harder to succeed because of your race and sex?
Absolutely.
Definitely being a female, 100%.
Yes. And black female as well.
That's something that I've kind of always had in my brain growing up. My mom is always like, you gotta work hard, twice as hard, because you know you're black. Like even in school, you gotta study twice as hard to get those grades because you like your brain cells are less than everyone else. So you gotta like work hard. But I got what she was like trying to say in perspective. Like I think now as I get older, I understand it a little bit more. I would say you need to work harder just because female. Period.
Yeah.
But I hope that with the generation coming, things are going to change,
Yeah.
like with the Me Too generation.
There's a lot of entrepreneurs
So,
now,
yeah.
especially because they have the platform. So
Exactly.
you're making your own job, you're doing your own thing. You can stand on your own, you can show what you can do. So I think for females or anybody in general that wants to work towards something they thought they couldn't do previously,
Yeah.
they are able to do it more now and build a good profile basically.
Yeah.
And then the company comes to you now because they can see what you're doing.
And you can get loads more help now. So if you ever
Yeah,
feel like that in the
a lot.
workplace, just speak to you and speak to anyone else that you can speak to that can help
Exactly.
you. Go through the internet, search and everything else, and just voice it out. Because if you don't ask for anything, you never know what results you're gonna get.
Yeah,
so
there's no point keeping it
always,
inside.
always say it
Yeah.
out loud.
I think that it's not more about being white or black, but being a female. It's already a challenge. Like you have to push yourself more further. And because sometimes when you're applying for even a job, they're more likely to give it to a man than a woman.
No.
So you want to prove
The
that
same
you're
thing
able
with
to
pay
do
as
it.
well. They were showing that like the pay men get
Pay gap,
maybe
yeah.
10% higher or whatever. Even though it might sound small, it is a big thing because I think women do a lot, and I don't think they should say, oh, because you're a woman you can't.
Yeah.
Like you worked as hard, you did the same tasks, you did the same everything as the male. So why, when you get the job, it's like, oh well, maybe you shouldn't be as respected.
I think this is why platforms like Boss Women and all these other celebrity women who are speaking out and all these other things is so good to see and acknowledge, because it's not the support system for women from women is becoming such a big
it's
thing
nice.
now.
It's nice
I think
to
that's
see.
really, really nice to see.
Supporting each other is
Yeah.
very important.
Yeah.
Most of the time, women feel like they have to challenge themselves. Somebody has to look better than the other one. But if we stop thinking about that and support each other, I think
Yes,
that would be
yeah.
a big.
It's a lot.
That will help
Just
a
to
lot.
see it as motivation, like you see someone that looks nice and everything like that. It's a
See,
motivation.
Yeah.